tumors today. So the first one that I'm going to show you is teratoma. So what is a teratoma? Roll number 45. Hmm. Three germs, right? So what are the, okay? So what are the names of the three germ layers? Okay. So can you name some? So basically, you will be seeing different types of tissues, right? In the same tumor, you will be seeing different kinds of tissues. So as right now on your screens, what I have focused is something looking like skin, right? It is keratinizing stratified squamous epithelium. Can you all see on your screens? It's like a cyst filled with keratin and it is lined by stratified squamous epithelium. Is it visible on your screens? Can you all see keratinizing stratified squamous epithelium? Yes, okay. So it is derived from which germ cell layer? This is from ectoderm. Okay. This keratinizing stratified squamous epithelium is from ectoderm. Okay. Then what do you see? You see some neural tissue also. Neural tissue again is from ectoderm. Okay. So what you see right now on your screens is glial tissue and that is also ectoderm. Just wait. I'll focus a better area for you people. Okay, I'll come to it later. Vinay Milroy. So now we come to mesoderm. Okay, mesoderm mein what all you will see? You will see mesenchymal tissue, right? So right now on your screens is smooth muscle bundles. Can you see my mark? Can you see smooth muscle bundles? Yes? Okay. And in the same field, what can you see here? What are these? This is nerve. Okay, nerve bundles. So nerve bundle again is ectodermal in origin. Okay. Nerve bundle is ectodermal in origin. Can you see wavy nature of cells? trying to magnify and show you exactly that. Can you make out these? Like they have a shape to it. Can you like make out there's some structure that I've marked in the outline? Yes. And within this structure, if you see individually, nuclei are like this, wavy. Okay. Slide has some issues because of staining again and actually mounting as well. That is why it's not very clear. But if you can make out it, there's appearance of bundles. Okay. And within the bundle, individual cells have wavy nuclei. So these are nerve bundles. Okay, I will show the smooth muscle bundles again and you can compare. The muscle, see, these are smooth muscle, SM. Okay, smooth muscle like muscle layer you see in intestine, also you have seen in stomach, wherever, in all hollow viscera, you've seen muscle, smooth muscle. So this is that. And compare this to this. These are nerve bundles. This also you can see in normal intestine also. Sometimes you see nerves like this. Then in skin, if you've seen the slide of leprosy, you must have seen. So this is nerve. Okay, so nerve is ectoderm, whereas smooth muscle is mesoderm. Before this, I had shown you again ectoderm, which was this keratinizing stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, this is keratinizing stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, so now let's see what else is there. We haven't seen tissues derived from endoderm till now. So I will show you that. See here, you can see structures like skin appendages also. Anna, so this is all ectoderm. Can you see? This is what you see normally in skin. Hair follicle. This is looking exactly like skin, right? Keratin filled cysts, hair follicles, some sebaceous glands are not seen in this particular slide. I'll show you a slide of dermoid cyst. There you can see lots of sebaceous glands also. So all this is skin-like tissue which is derived from ectoderm, right? Now I will show you endoderm. So you will see different kinds of glands. Here. Can you see these glands? Right? Lined by ciliated columnar epithelium, respiratory type epithelium. So all this glandular tissue is derived from endoderm. Okay, you can see intestine type, you can see mucus glands also, you can see respiratory type, you can see thyroid follicles also. So different kinds of glands you can see. Hmm. See, these are जो mucus glands you see in bronchus, right? So these glands are resembling those. Can you see these? So these are okay. So basically you are seeing completely differentiated, very mature kind of tissues, but all this is admixed with each other. It is not organized properly, right? So it is mature, fully differentiated kind of a tissue and which is of different types, varying types, and germs and layers. So This was endoderm. This again gland. Can you see different types of glands? Glandular epithelium. These again are glands. So all this is endoderm derived, right? Then there is cartilage in the section. Cartilage is derived from what? Anybody? Which germ cell? See, this right here is glial tissue. All this tissue, do you see there is a fibrillary kind of an appearance here? And within the tissue, you can see small lymphocyte-like nuclei scattered throughout. So this is basically your glial tissue, glial brain tissue. Okay, brain parenchyma is made up of this glial tissue. So I don't think it has come on your screens till now. Just wait. अभी आपके screens पे शायद glands ही दिख रहे हैं. Yeah. Now that you see this pink tissue is very fibrillary, I'll magnify it further and you can see. Can you see these small cells, then empty spaces, very fibrillary kind of eosinophilic matrix. So this is glial tissue and this is again derived from ectoderm. Okay. And now I want to show you cartilage. And cartilage is derived from which germ cell layer? Anybody? See this huge cartilage. This is cartilage. Can you all see the lacunae and chondrocytes within the lacunae? Hmm. Can you all see, appreciate? This is cartilage. So cartilage is again mesodermal. Okay, so can anybody enumerate what all different tissues you've seen so far in this slide? Anybody? This is another cartilage right here. हाँ जल्दी से कोई बता दो क्या क्या टिश्यूज देखा आपने. रोल नंबर 45 आप ही बता दो दोबारा. epithelium बोलने से नहीं होगा. In different types of epithelium. One was ectodermal, one was endodermal. Which epithelium are you talking about? Hmm. Skin like keratinizing stratified former. Hmm. So that was ectodermal. और mesodermal मैंने दो तीन चीजें दिखाई थी. Smooth muscle bundles. Yes, cartilage, smooth muscle bundles and nerve. ठीक है, जो ग्लायल टिश्यू है वो एक्टोडर्मल है, लेकिन जो तुम्हारा ठीक है, कैन यू आइडेंटिफाई these different elements now? See this again on your screen now. I focus. So you are seeing tissues derived from different germ cell layers, all three germ cell layers. So this is a case of teratoma. Normal ovarian parenchyma is not seen. So most likely you will be given some history which will point towards the parent organ. Okay, sometimes in the slide you might not see any normal parent tissue. As for example, in this particular slide, you're not seeing any normal ovarian parenchyma. The entire section is showing you tumor. Slide is not moving. Has the focus changed on your screens or is it stuck at glands and cartilage? Can you see the slides on your screen? So what are you seeing now? What is this tissue? Yes, roll number 45, what is this tissue? Now is it visible? Oh, good. So this was slide of teratoma. Now I'm showing you a special type of germ cell tumor, a type of specialized type of teratoma in which you are seeing tissue derived only from one germ cell layer, that is the ectoderm, as you had rightly said, which is dermoid cyst. So in this, you will only be seeing skin-like tissue. So this tumor is typically cystic. So what you are seeing here is a cyst wall. I'm moving the slide around and you can see that it's a strip-like tissue, right? It's a cyst wall. And what will be the lining of this cyst? It will be keratinizing stratified squamous epithelium, just like skin, right? Can you see this? This keratinizing stratified squamous epithelium. All these glands that you are seeing inside, lots of them, they are all sebaceous glands, right? Sebaceous glands are arranged around hair follicles. So this is a hair follicle, right? And these are likely eccrine type of glands or ducts. This is opening into the skin. So these are all appendages, skin appendages, right? So you are seeing tissue derived from only ectoderm and you are seeing skin-like tissue. It's a cyst wall lined by keratinizing stratified squamous epithelium and you are seeing skin appendages containing pilosebaceous units. We call them pilosebaceous. Pilo for hair and sebaceous, pilosebaceous units. Okay, and you can see these other eccrine sweat, basically sweat ducts and sweat glands as well. Okay, I'll just move the slide around and you can this whole tissue. What is this within the cyst? What does the cyst contain? Grossly, it contains very, pultaceous kind of foul smelling material. It is basically nothing but keratin. So microscopically, this material you see in the form of flakes. So all this is keratin. There's so much of time lag. You're following till now? Anybody has any doubts? Anybody wants to ask anything? You've understood? It's a very simple slide. It's a spotter. all you can see is basically just skin-like tissue. Okay, skin, epidermis, and appendages, skin appendages. This is a dermoid cyst. Okay. Now I'm going to show you two more benign tumors of ovary, which are cystic. So again, you will be seeing cyst wall, and you have to see what is the lining of the cyst wall. Okay. So I've already told you this is benign. Okay. You will see there is no invasion. The epithelium is limited to the surface. Okay. You are not seeing any cells invading the stroma, underlying stroma. So you can see I'm moving the slide around and you can see it is a strip-like tissue, right? Because it is the cyst wall. Usually the cyst wall is quite thin. Okay. Now what is very characteristic about this particular cyst wall is that you can see that this cyst wall lining is showing you these papillary folds. है ना? Projections दिख रहे हैं? Can you see these projections or papillae? कौन से वाले epithelial tumor of ovary में दिखते हैं papillae? Roll number 33. रोल नंबर 33. पहले सरफेस एपिथेलियल ट्यूमर्स कौन से होते हैं ओवरी के? कैन यू नेम सम? Teratoma was a germ cell tumor, right? Now we are discussing the epithelial tumors. So can you name the epithelial tumors of ovary? The surface epithelial tumors?
Serous tumor, mucus tumor,
Yes.
and
They are not named like that, serous tumor or mucus tumor. They are called, the benign ones are called, they're usually cystic, right? So cyst adenomas. So depending on the type of lining, it is a serous cyst adenoma or a mucinous, not mucus, mucinous cyst adenoma. Okay? Benign tumors are cyst adenomas. So this is a cyst adenoma, and depending on the lining, epithelium, you can say that it is a serous cyst adenoma. Why am I saying serous? कैसी lining है ये? This is resembling the lining of the fallopian tube. You can see some microcilia as well. And also another indicator was those papillae that I showed you. Okay, papillae are usually seen in serous tumors, but they are benign. Can you see the lining epithelium is only on the surface? There is no invasion. There's nothing here in the stroma. This is stroma, collagenous stroma. Whatever epithelium is there is on the surface. Yes, can you see this is the lining epithelium? This is the stroma and it is limited to the surface. There is no invasion and there is no, very florid proliferation also. It is just a very simple cyst which is lined by a single layer of tubal type of epithelium. So this one is a serous cyst adenoma. I will just show you the papillae once more. And you can see those papillae are also lined by similar kinds of cells. Can you see? Okay. Now compare this to this. This is again a cyst adenoma, but here the lining is very different. Here, even at low power, you can see the epithelium contains mucin. Can you see? They are looking like goblet cells of the intestine. Can you see the difference in the lining epithelium? So this is mucinous. Anybody has any doubts? Can you all see the mucin vacuoles within the cells? Yes or no?
Yes,
Again,
ma'am.
you see epithelium is limited to the surface. There is no atypia. All the cells look the same. There is no invasion. So it is a benign tumor. Okay? Neither borderline nor invasive. It is a benign mucinous cyst adenoma. Okay? So you will see a cyst wall. The cyst wall is basically fibrocollagenous only. It can show you congested vessels. It can show you areas of hemorrhage also. Sometimes the cyst can undergo torsion also. And then you can see all these congested vessels sometimes. But basically, you just have to see mainly you have to see the lining epithelium. What kind of epithelium is it? And you see that the epithelium is seen only on the surface. Nowhere is it going inside or proliferating inside. Okay, so this was a mucinous cyst adenoma. So these were the 4 slides that you were supposed to see today. Anybody wants me to repeat any particular slide or you understood? Is it clear? So I have to show you leiomyoma also, sir. And not a very good slide. Okay. So this is the section from the uterine wall. So what is the leiomyoma? It is a tumor derived from what? Is it benign or malignant?
Benign.
Benign.
It's a benign tumor and leiomyoma. So it is tumor of what kind of tissue?
Smooth muscle cells.
Smooth muscle
Smooth
cell.
muscle, right? And usually you see these leiomyomas or fibroids in the uterus. Okay? So in this section, first you have to identify the parent tissue. So what is this on your screen that you anybody? आ रहा है स्क्रीन पे कुछ? Girls, is anything visible on your screen? My second device has logged off. That's why I can't see. Hmm?
Yes, ma'am.
क्या दिख रहा है?
Endometrial glands.
हाँ. So this is endometrial tissue and beneath that is the myometrium. Okay. So it is a section from the uterine wall, endometrium and myometrium. ठीक है ना? Endometrium surface पे होती है, उसके नीचे myometrium होती है. Now within this myometrium, suddenly you see कि जो normal myometrium जो ऊपर दिख रही है, ये भी see this is myometrium. ठीक है? है ना? Surface पे कुछ glands दिख रहे हैं, ये endo है. Now, do you see any difference in this area and in this and in this area? Tissue similar ही है, दोनों में smooth muscle है. But do you see उसमें नीचे ज़्यादा proliferation हो रही है? Yes, and you see a kind of a whirling pattern. Whirls में जा रहे हैं ये bundles. Can you see these? This is normal myometrium. Okay, and this is leiomyoma. So it is more cellular than the normal myometrium. ज्यादा darker दिख रहा है, ज्यादा organized है. And can you make out these whorls? ऐसे लग रहा है ये bundles घूम रहे हैं गोल गोल. हाँ, something like this. क्योंकि ये fascicles में run कर रहे हैं smooth muscles. Can you see? Girls, yes or no? If you don't give me a feedback, I won't know if you're understanding or not. Can you appreciate a whirling pattern in this? कुछ bundles जैसे आपको appreciate हो रहे हैं कि ये, you know, which are twisting around.
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? Okay. I'll just go to higher power and you can see what cells are these. These are all spindle shaped cells. ठीक है? With eosinophilic cytoplasm. Benign tumor है तो कोई एटिपिया वगैरह नहीं दिखेगा. और जो न्यूक्लियाई हैं छोटे से हैं, ब्लैंड लुकिंग है, बट स्पिंडल है, elongated cells. Huh? Can you see this fascicle now here at higher part? This is the fascicle. It is going like this, right, in a bundle. So this is a case of leiomyoma of uterus. ठीक है? Within the leiomyoma, you can have thick-walled blood vessels. Like you see here, all these are blood vessels. Normally भी myometrium में होती हैं, leiomyoma में भी होती हैं. Sometimes these vessels can show you calcification, that is Monckeberg's calcification. So this is a case of leiomyoma of uterus. Okay. So I will again just at high power, I'll move the slide around. So this is the endometrium. On the surface is the endometrium. Okay. This is the normal myometrium. And this is the tumor. This is leiomyoma. Okay, where you see particles of spindle cells with blunt ends, bland nuclei, eosinophilic cytoplasm. So this was the benign tumor of smooth muscle leiomyoma. Okay, so these were the 5 slides. Okay, girls, if there is no query, I'll end the session. Anybody wants to see any slide again? Or is it clear? Acha, no, I hope nobody has left. There is one more slide that is to be shown today. I'm sorry. That is colloid goiter. I hope nobody has left. So this is a slide of thyroid and you see that there are follicles of varying sizes. Can you see? Follicles of varying sizes. Many are cystically dilated and they are all colloid filled. Okay? I'll just go to higher power and you can see the follicles are lined by follicular epithelial cells which are cuboidal to flattened. Can you all appreciate the follicles and the follicular epithelial cells? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, this is a very easy slide. Spotter है ये भी. तो ये जो cells हैं जो lymphocyte जैसे लग रहे हैं but they are not lymphocytes. These are follicular epithelial cells. They are lining the follicles. है ना? And this is colloid. So nothing special in this slide. You just see that this section, you can all identify that this is thyroid. And this section from thyroid is showing you follicles of varying sizes, many of which are cystically dilated, and they are lined by cuboidal to flattened follicular epithelial cells, and most of them are filled with colloid. So this is a slide of colloid goiter. Sometimes you can see foci of hemorrhage. और calcification. ठीक है, इसमें कहीं कहीं थोड़ा बहुत हेमरेज दिख रहा है बट नॉट वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट. कैल्सिफिकेशन दिख सकता है, फाइब्रोसिस दिख सकता है लॉन्ग स्टैंडिंग में. अदरवाइज मोस्टली इट्स अ स्पॉटर where you just make the diagnosis based on the presence of these different sized follicles throughout diffusely. Diffuse enlargement होती है ना thyroid gland की, and you see these, some are very huge, can you see, some are so huge, filled with colloid. Okay, so this was a case of colloid goiter. Okay, girls, thank you. You can leave now.